What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we are on our main account and we're finally going all in with the Soul Temple here because, well, we could use another S tier hero since we just can't find an Asmodel or a Natalia at a decent price. Maybe we hit something good. Last time, if you guys remember, we hit an A tier, I think, Aspen, and then an S tier Betty, which was really awesome. So we got two things here. My hope is that we don't go to the pity here. That's going to be my biggest hope. Now, the first 10 are already bound to the account. After that, we're kind of free to do whatever we want and summon whatever heroes, because if we do hit something good, we can sell it. Either way, let's get going. Let's see if we can get lucky. This is gonna feel really good. And also what I should do, hold on, I should note I am starting at 590 contract starry gems. What happens if you skip the cutscene? Oh, can you not do it once you actually hit the hero? Does it actually block the spot? All I know is we're hopefully going to see a ton of green here. We're still going to see some blue summons and stuff like that. So what happens if I do this? Skip cutscene. Well, that's a little anticlimactic, isn't it? I guess if you just want to get through them fast, then cool. But nah, that's not my style. We're going with them animations because we want to see the colors come down from the sky. Granted, oh man, we're hitting a lot of really bad tiers here. These ones so far not great, but hey, maybe we see our second ever S tier. The only other time we've got an S tier was from this event very specifically. We've never hit an S tier outside of the Sacred Awakening session. So let's burn through these Asmodels. If we can hit an S tier on an Asmodel, I would be ecstatic. If we don't hit an S tier and it's like an A tier of some sort, that's going to be a little sad because they're a little harder to move. I don't think I currently have any Natalias, so we might have to buy one at the end. So if we for some reason have the worst luck possible and we go all the way to pity, then I'll probably use an Natalia on the last one in hopes that it turns out to be an S tier. That's kind of like my hope, because then we can use it on our account. And if it doesn't hit an S tier, at least it's then like an A something tier, and we can at least sell it for more than what we'd be able to sell a Lord, not a Lord for Aspen, and Asmodel. There we go. We finally see another green. It is a C plus and not a C, sadly. So that is a little rough for us. Come on. These are supposed to be the really good ones. I don't want to see yellow whatsoever on this screen. I want to see green, I want to see red, and I want to see orange. Closest I'll take to yellow is orange, all right? That's the closest. C minus, still not bad. I think either way we're going to come away with a crazy amount of contract starry gems. Granted, it's still not as much as if you just went on the black market and bought them, which I know they're combating against that. We'll have to see how that actually turns out. So far though, it almost feels like a mediocre normal awakening session so far. I would have thought this time we would see more purple and more green. We're starting to see more here with some C tiers. What are we gonna get? Yellow is definitely not what we want to see. Yellow and blue during the Sacred Awakening session just feels like a complete waste, because you're spending real money legit for this. Okay, that's not horrible. We got a C plus. That's at the very least good retirement value. Really hoping we see that big old green explosion here. If we can see the green explosion, it'll be really cool if we got it like on an Asmodel too that we're going to use anyway. We've already gone through 20-ish awakenings. Nothing super great. Actually, I don't even think we hit a B minus tier. I think the best has been a C plus so far, even though we've had the green streaks coming from the sky. None of them's actually been a B minus. This one might. Yes, it does. I think that's our first B minus so far. All right, what else can we find? We can also do some awakenings on some other heroes, like I said. So we're not going to do just light heroes on this because I simply don't have enough copies to actually go all in and do every awakening on just my light heroes. So we'll be doing some stuff on Betty, on maybe Luna, Alakita, all these types of heroes. These rainbow ones, they're always so freaking weird. I feel like my expectations are a little high just because the last time we did so good, and I know a lot of people on this have hit nothing and then they get an A minus as their pity. So that's not unheard of. It's definitely an opportunity to happen right here, and probably a decent probability of happening. But when you see green, your heart kind of flutters for a second. You're like, maybe the other two streaks are red and maybe this goes good for us. Most likely it will not. Most likely, definitely not. If you do hit something early too, that means that doesn't guarantee your A-, which is kind of weird as well. Just show me an S tier. Come on. I mean, if you really want to give me like an SSS tier, I mean, I won't complain. Hopefully it's not on the Asmodel. I'd probably sell the Asmodel and then try to like rebuy an Asmodel at S tier, but then that would probably be a very difficult task to accomplish. Maybe we just keep the SSS as a badge of honor for our Lights army. Even though we will never catch up and take first place ever again for Lights champion. We'll see. A lot of these though are turning into a lot of contract starry gems at the least. So for quite a while, we shouldn't have to convert any more starry gems over to contract starry gems, meaning we can save up stuff for contract or for regular starry gems and maybe purchase a copy of something. Again, the only downside here, maybe, nope. The only downside with going for like a Natalie copy is that they're so expensive. They're like so freaking expensive. They are legit like 150,000. That is crazy. I actually feel like the auction house prices have gone up slightly. So this right here is our 50th awakening, 1/3 of the way done, and so far not much of anything. Like I said, we have a couple Natalie copies. It looks like we're gonna save one of them as a just in case for our final awakening. Let's get through all of these, and again, I'm gonna leave one Natalie copy for the very end, and that is a hope that it high rolls on that guarantee. It's still like a 5% chance or something, I think, that you can actually upgrade it to something really good. So far, Asmodels are a letdown. I know this would go so much faster if I skip the animations, but like the animations are like the most fun part to see because it gets your hopes up and then crushes your dreams. So let's do 2 Natalie copies right here. That's essentially the exact opposite of what we want. Instead of an E+, we want an S tier. Nothing there. Nope. So those will be all retirement value. Okay, so now we have to move on to other factions. So let's move on over. Let's do some Alakitas, I guess. And again, if we hit something good on Alakita, that would be awesome. I'm not expecting it to. One thing I noticed, I actually don't have a single Williams copy on my entire account. Like, not a single one of them. Minus, oh, definitely not doing that. Holy cow, that would be the time I hit the S tier, right? That is when I'd actually hit the S tier, and then I'd feel so bad. All right, let's keep going. Got 60 of them done. Nope, nothing there, nothing whatsoever. Oh man, this is not looking good. I feel like last time we had already hit an A tier. Ooh, no. But at least if everything's green, that means it's at least retiring for 300 contract starry gems. So there is at least that much. I don't know how many Alakitas I have. I know I got quite a few Bettys out of my bag. Ooh, green. Oh, what is that tease? That's gonna be what happens like the time I get like an S tier orange popping down. It's gonna be like orange, red, green. And it's gonna be like, what is this abomination? Come on, let's see something good. I had my hopes up. I literally waited till the weekend was over because I'm like, I want to do this on Monday because Mondays are always, you know, the not as fun days as when you're doing stuff on the weekend. So I want something to look forward to on Monday. And then this happens, and this does not seem great at all. Again, this good contract starry gems, but I probably could have bought more on the black market than doing this type of thing. Nope. We get 70 down, 80 to go. All right. Come on. I didn't realize we had this many Alakita copies, to be honest. Then again, I think this is the one that had like 50 chest stuff, so we might have a ton of Alakitas that we burn through here. And again, I feel like people do use Alakita, right? I'm hoping I'm not just opening Alakitas and making a big mistake here in case we actually hit something decent. A lot of C tiers right now, though. And C minus tiers. I'll take that because every time we get a C minus or better, that is essentially like a free awakening in the future or more. And that's always good because that's 3 free awakenings right there. Free awakening? Yep, definitely at least. C plus, yeah, that's 2 free awakenings. Like I said, even though we're not hitting anything super great just yet, at least for us, we are going to be getting a giant refund here of contract starry gems, which is nice. We're definitely going to need more going towards the end of the year. Every time, though, we hit one of these E tiers or D tiers, my goodness, does it feel bad. Feels like you should always hit C tier or better. Then we get 2 of those in a row, and then I'm really disappointed. Come on, man. We're past the halfway point already. Ooh, green. Just green. But it's a solid B tier, so again, 6 free awakenings. I'll take that. Phantom to Fire Elena, that might be one we awaken as well. I think what I'm going to do is swap over to Betty, potentially. Oh, man, this is not looking good. I'm thinking we're only going to hit pity at this point. I'm getting a little pessimistic here, so let's go to Betty copies. Betty was our good luck charm last time, so maybe we somehow hit an S tier one more time. That's probably going to be the only time in my life I ever hit S tier, to be honest. I'm surprised we even did. Even with these increased rates, it's still such a low percentage chance. I think it's like a 0.5 or 0.25 or something like that. Like, it's still a crazy low chance of it actually happening. Oh, actually, we don't have many Bettys. I might need to grab hero copies from chests out of the bag and not like the Transcendence Hero chest. Because one thing that doesn't line up with this one is we don't get a ton of chests. That was a B tier. That's good. We don't get a ton of chests that actually give us hero copies this event. We got like a few from the packages. But sadly, I don't know if it's going to be enough. I'm hoping we don't have to open garbage. If anything, I legitimately might use like relics and stuff like that just to get hero copies of stuff. I might go to the altar store. I might do a bunch of this stuff because I'm hoping we have heroes that we can use. We can always awaken things like queens and such. It looks like we might have to try doing that right now. Yeesh. Got some Lunas, but I don't know if anybody really uses Luna. I kind of hope we burn through these ones without hitting anything good. Oh, wait, hold on. I clicked. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize I double tapped that right there. Whew. And it's bad because the only reason why I'm watching the animations is because I want to see if we can hit something like game-changingly fun. Like, seeing that giant sparkle, or at least just the red streak from the sky would be cool. I don't think we've seen a single red streak yet, though, right? We've only seen green as the highest quality. Sometimes you'll see some red with, like, you know, some of the B or B plus tiers. Not looking like that's going to be the way it's going for us here. So, you have a lot of like Mockman and Elena, so let's go with the Dark Heroes then. I know Mockman doesn't sell for that much, even as like an S tier, sadly. But at this point, I don't know if I can be picky. God, I almost did it again. I almost did it again. Mockman is like one of those weird heroes. There's some people that absolutely love and will die by Mockman as like their main carry, and then there's others that are like, yeah, no, I don't even have a Mockman on my account. He was like the former champion, and then Doom Terminator Vulcan came out, and then we really saw the power of Lord of Fear Aspen kind of take shape, and then he just completely fell off the map. But if we need hero copies to awaken, he will be better than nothing. Because again, we have about 50 left to go. And so far, kind of doo-doo. Okay, so here's my hope now. I kind of hope I just go to the 150th and we high roll the S tier. That's going to be my dream right here. If it's not an S tier, man, oh man, is this going to feel like a huge waste. Ay, ay, ay. Although maybe not. I don't know. Because what? Black market's like a 25% value. You're spending like what, 25 per, so it's like $100 per 10,000. You might be able to sell this for like 15. Yeah, it's definitely a bad value. Granted, you have the chance of getting lucky this way, but if you don't feel like a lucky person, probably not something you want to do. Even myself, I feel like I do have a decent amount of luck, but granted, considering how many awakenings I've done for myself, for other people and everything, I feel like I would have seen more S tiers by now. I really, really do, with the sheer number of awakenings I do. Granted, it's nowhere near as many as some of the whales do in this game, like the megalodons and stuff, but 40 to go. We are coming to the last stretch here. So far, nothing but contract starry gems. We haven't even gotten a copy, I feel like, that's even like viable for the auction house, because we haven't got any of them with a very good B plus attack roll. I don't even think we've gotten a B plus copy yet. I think B is the highest. You know what that means? We're due for like an S tier, right? But again, I like don't want to hit an S tier Mockman at the same time. I want S tier on something I'm going to use, not that I have to sell and then I have to find something to buy. Oh, that would be so bad. I'm hoping, I'm praying this one Natalie copy is going to be our godsend here, and it's going to make some fun stuff to do on our account. At this point, though, it might be better off for me just building a Natalie. I don't know if we can find like a really good A+ copy. That might be something viable, because if the copy is going for about 140, 150,000 for an S tier Natalie on the auction house, like, how is that a C tier? Oh, come on, man. I hate that. It might actually be worth building one, just like we did with our Yorm Tum back in the day. We spent like 80,000 on a Yorm Tum. It was a good deal. And if there are a bunch of A- heroes on the auction house here, it might be worth investing. If we can find A- for like 5k or something like that, this could be really, really good for us value wise. I could probably build an S tier Natalie for like, oh, I don't know, probably like 100k, even though they're worth more. It might be a little bit more pricey. The other thing is you can kind of slow build the character too. You could just like invest in it over time and slowly build the character up. It's nice seeing green as often it is, but it's not turning into anything we actually want. And at this point, seeing anything except that green explosion and some orange streaking from the sky, it's gonna be a letdown. Oh, I did it again, dang it. I keep clicking it somehow on accident. Oh man, I'm getting a little antsy now. We've been going for 18 minutes doing these awakenings, which is crazy how long these can take while watching the animations, because we haven't really taken any breaks or anything here. Oh, 23 to go. Do you guys think it's gonna happen at the end? I don't know if I spoiled it in the thumbnail or not just yet. That almost looked orange right there, right? That had like an orange tint to it. That means we're gonna get an orange soon, right? Still no red. Not a single streak of red so far. We're going to come down to the final 20 awakenings. All right. Okay. Luckily, we did have a lot of Mockman that we could burn, so that even if we did hit something, it wouldn't be like a complete waste or anything. Granted, some of the support heroes nowadays might be even a better look. Although I don't... Oh, wait. We do have Melissa's. I guess we could do some awakenings on Melissa, because maybe she could be a decent copy. I mean, right out of the gate, she got us a B tier, so I'm happy with that. We got 17 more to go before our final pity hit. I feel like a lot of people use Melissa now in PvP, I think. So getting an S tier Melissa would be something of value. But again, if I could just hit my own Natalie copy, I would be happy with that. It kind of sucks though, because like last time this event came up, we walked away with like 80 or 90. No, it's like close to 100,000 starry gems. It really funded our probably our EOS build. I think we got like an EOS, and then we have all these left over. Honestly, a lot of what we have right now is left over from the last time we did this event. We haven't bought many things. The thing we did buy more than anything were just C tiers. We fed them to the Soul Gathering statue to power up our Doom Terminator Vulcan, which we might continue doing if we can hit something nice for a Tenant copy. 12 to go. I should say 11, because we need to save that last pity for our hero. No, I don't want G-Star. I don't think anybody builds G-Star right now. Let's keep going with Melissa copies, going down to the wire here. At this point, going this far, I don't want to see red. Like, I wanted to see it early on because then, you know, there's still a decent chance that we get another one somewhere, even though we don't have a pity. At this point, just show me tons of green. Show me B plus, stuff like that. Oh, man. I'm getting nervous. I'm getting nervous. That's like the first purple we've seen in a while. C minus, C tier. Cool, cool, cool. I think maybe I'll go back to Mockman after this. Nothing there. What can we do? There's no one else we want from here. Can do Mockman. Get the one Natalie copy. You know, let's do one of you. Holmes Young. I guess we just go back to the Mockman and finish on the Natalie at this point. All right, 5 awakenings to go. I'm getting antsy and nervous. 4 to go. Right, 3 to go. Counting to make sure I don't mess this up and just put a Mockman in for the last one, because that I feel like would be horrible. Okay, let's go here. 2 to go. So getting C tiers, that's good and all. All right, here's 149. Okay, it is green. Please don't show red. Okay, I'm cool with that. And now our final copy. Taking a screenshot. This is 149 of 150. Please flash green right here. Oh, it didn't flash green, and it's probably just red. Oh, it's green too. That's so bad. At least that had a decent attack, but it is an A minus, and we cannot do any more. Man, oh man. So what is that actually going to be worth for us is the question. I mean, still decent maybe. So maybe like 20k. I wonder what recent copies have sold for. All over the place. Probably just depends on the attack, and we have a solid A attack on it. I feel like 20k is probably what we'll post it for. The last thing we need to do here is go to our retirement section, and let me get my macro going. Soul statue retire. Oh, actually, you know, I don't think I have one, so we have to do this manually. So 590 is what we start with. What do you think we're going to end up at? It's probably going to be quite a bit. At the very least, that A minus is going to pay for like the Asmodel once we finally find an Asmodel in like the 80 to 90k range. So now we're starting to get to the really lucrative ones here, the C minus, and we're branching into the C tiers here. Going up even further. We haven't even touched the B tiers yet, still in the C plus. We got some B minus into the B tiers. Oh my god. I almost clicked it. Holy Jesus, that would have been horrible. All right, we don't have our click note. So we went up about 16,000. All right, that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.